Hey guys, Crazypostman here. Well, today is Prime Day. Well, not for me. It's the day before Prime Day for me. But for the rest of the world, it is Prime Day. Like I said, it is the day before Prime Day, so I'm working with pre-release information that I have for some robots, and others I don't have any information for. So editor Crazy Postman is going to have to insert the price for me, and y'all will see it, but I won't know. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over my favorite robot lawnmowers, and then there's going to be some extras that I'm going to throw in at the end just for giggles. There's going to be a really expensive one, and then there's going to be a random one that I've never heard of before, and I only see AI pictures of it, so I don't know if it really exists. If my sound is off just a little bit, my apologies. I got the noise cancellation bumped up to maximum because literally right behind me, I have a giant air conditioner running. My home AC went out, and I am living on portable ACs currently, so it is very loud in here. Hopefully the noise cancellation is able to keep that out of the video, but if it gets in, my apologies. All right, so y'all ready to start? I'll leave time codes in the description, so if there is a particular one you're looking for, you can see if I cover it real quickly. I also should say this is not a sponsored video by any of these companies. I am an Amazon affiliate. That's how I make my revenue here on the Crazy Postman channel. The only company that sent me a free robot out of these companies is Mammotion. So all the others I'm about to share, these are just plainly my opinions. You don't have to think I'm lying about it. You never know who's bought and paid for out there, but hopefully all y'all know that if something's bad, I'll let you know it's bad. If something's good, I'll let you know it's good. So let's get into it. So our first one up here is the ECOVACS GOAT. And if there is a different price than what is displayed here, Editor Crazy Postman will pop it in now. This is one of their smallest RTK models, so it will be your lowest price option from ECOVACS. This is the GOAT 01000 RTK. That was a phone call. I don't know if y'all even heard that ring through the noise cancellation, but it was very loud. So this is the ECOVACS GOAT 01000. Showing $849. Again, I will pop up a different price if it is a different price on Prime Day. Now we move up to the GOAT A2500 RTK. Now this is an excellent price. You can see here this is what it's going to be listed for on Prime Day, $11.99. This is the lowest I have ever seen this model. It is the GOAT A2500 RTK from ECOVACS. This one is going to be the RTK model, and it can cover 2,500 square meters, which is approximately 5/8 of an acre. Some of the benefits of this one is it will charge in 45 minutes. That is very fast. So moving on to their flagship, the GOAT A3000. Now, if you saw the video I put out a few days ago, I put out that this one is discontinued, and that is kind of contested now. So it might not be discontinued, which is a good thing. If you watch that video, I put two sources from ECOVACS in the video that said it was discontinued. Two different customer support people, but now they're backtracking and they're saying maybe it's just out of stock and they plan on restocking it. So either way, I really like this one. There is no RTK with this one. This is LiDAR only, and this is a very good price for a 3,000 meters squared LiDAR unit. $20.99 is an excellent price. You can see its regular price down here is $3,000. So it is on quite the discount here. This may or may not be discontinued. We'll just have to wait and see and let ECOVACS get their ducks in a row to find out if it really is discontinued or not. No, I wasn't talking to you, Duck. Sorry. That's my dog's name, too. There is one wild card in here that I didn't even know about. So I was just going through here on their website to check out their pricing to make sure that I was giving the right price. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I'll try to get it in the morning with the new Prime prices, or I'll leave a pinned comment at the top of the video if I get a price wrong or a price needs to be updated. But look at this here, ECOVACS GOAT GX600. I honestly didn't know this guy existed until right now, and it's $599. Now, the thing about this one is it's vision only. So you're going to need a fenced-in backyard or barriers that will keep it in the yard so it doesn't try to make an escape. If that's your yard, $599 is a great price for this. It is vision only, and it comes with a charging base. I have no idea how it finds its charging base, but it says it will be able to find its charging base. So I would love to play with this one. I just don't know how it's going to act. I do have some other vision only systems on my report here, and we will look at those in just a second. But $599 for an ECOVACS that is vision only seems pretty cool. Moving on, this is the best deal on Prime Day, I think. So you can see the Segway Navimow I105. Now this is going to be for small yards, only 1/8 of an acre, but this guy is going to be $749 on Prime Day. $749 for an RTK robot lawnmower. This is an awesome price. This is a very good robot lawnmower. I haven't heard too many complaints about it. The only thing is, since it's front wheel drive, it can get stuck more easily on like hills or rough terrain. But other than that, if you have a nice flat yard, this guy is going to be an awesome deal for you. Now, its bigger brother here that is good for 1/4 of an acre, this one is going to be $999, which is the regular price for the smaller one. So on Prime Day, if you pay $999, you can get the bigger model, and this one can cover more area, and it has a bigger battery, a longer run time. So these are solid. They've been out in the market for a while, probably more than a year now. I've heard lots of good things about them. So I think this is probably going to be the best deal on Prime Day, besides the A3000, if you want to pick that up. But that's $2,000, $2,100. This is going to be $749, $250 off. The bigger one's going to be $300 off. So I think this is an excellent deal. Again, I will leave the links in the description. Please use those links if you're considering purchasing one of these robots, because it helps my channel immensely. If you want to buy any one of these lawnmowers, it doesn't matter which link you click on. If you click one of them and change your mind and buy a different one, it's fine. I will still get the credit for it. Just go to Amazon using one of my links and you'll be supporting my channel, and I really appreciate that. So let's move on here. Oh, this is how I know what the price is going to be. They have it listed on a pre-sale on their website. $749 for the little guy and $999 for the big guy. And you can see here the difference here is just the runtime. Moving on to another small vision only system. So this guy right here comes with a $100 coupon. So that makes it $399. Now, how this one operates, it does not have a charging base. You put this battery, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see. Let me use my cursor here. You put this battery in it and put it in your yard, and it will drive around randomly until the battery dies, and then you just charge it and then put it back in. It has vision, so it won't run over any flower beds, and it will stop at sidewalks and driveways. So this one is the V100 from YardCare. This company's contacted me several times trying to send me one of these, but I have not accepted that offer yet. But it's just a very basic vision-only system. Now this guy here is another very basic vision-only system. You don't have to worry about clicking the discount button on this one because it's $399 right out the gate here. Now, this is going to operate exactly the same way. It covers 1,000 to 2,000 square feet, and it's just going to drive around in your yard and randomly drive around until its battery goes dead. You recharge the battery, and it will go back out and find its way around your yard, cutting again. This one comes with 30 feet of magnetic wire that you have to put out as a no-go zone or as a barrier. If you have a grass barrier, it will see that wire and know not to cross it. But otherwise, it's free range, and it just bounces around your yard until it dies. If you have a fenced-in backyard, this guy would be so easy. Now, here's the same one, and here's what I would do. This one, it comes with the mower and a battery and a double battery charger. But if you go down here, you can add an extra battery too. So for $502, you get 2 batteries. It says it'll go drive around for 3 hours on one battery. So you would have 6 hours of mow time, and probably by 3 hours, that other battery is charged up. So you would have continuous mowing ability. They also have kits with this that comes with the 2 battery charger and also a weed eater. So you could get this guy and a weed eater, and it's around $500 as well for that kit. Moving on to Sunseeker's basic system. This one is a bit more expensive for a vision-only random navigation bot, but it does come with a charging station, so it's supposed to be able to find that and dock automatically. And its coverage is a bit bigger. That says it'll cover up to 6,400 square feet. But again, this one is vision only, random navigation. You're going to need to have a fenced-in area, or it will escape and just keep mowing. Moving on to the Husqvarna models. Now, I don't have any information on Prime Day pricing. If I do find information out in the morning, I will throw the edit in before I post the video. So right now, the IQ series is the one that comes with their EPOS, which is RTK. So it will know where it is in the world, and it will mow in perfect lines. All the stuff we're used to with Mammotion and the ECOVACS robots, all the others. You can see their price points here. Husqvarna is kind of proud of their mowers, and it reflects in the price. The half-acre model starts at $3,000. The 1 acre model starts at $3,500. So this 440 IQ is their 2 acre model, and it's $4,300. Wow, those are expensive. So you get what you pay for, though. I've had a Husqvarna 310, and it worked in my backyard for 5 or 6 years before it retired. It is a well-known name brand, and you're going to get the support you need with this product, but you're going to pay for it too. Moving on to the Mammotion stuff. Now, I also do not have any pricing information for the Mammotion. So I got this vague Facebook post here that says they're going to be up to $500 off. The YUKA Mini 500 save $319. The YUKA Mini 700 save $409. The YUKA 2000, now that's going to be the bigger model that has the bagging option, save $500 instantly. 1 day exclusive, July 8th, buy a YUKA Mini 700 and get a $49 free gift and 3 free blades. So that's all the pre-information I have for them right now. Now, something you got to pay attention to with these YUKA Minis is they have a regular model that cuts lower, and then a high cut model that cuts a bit higher, but it doesn't go as low. So you got to make sure you choose the right one when you're ordering here. Another thing you got to watch out for is the size. The YUKA 500 is a pretty small area. That's only 0.12 of an acre. 500 square meters, so you need to make sure that's going to be big enough. Another thing to be aware with these, it's not going to be able to mow 500 meters squared on one battery. So it may take 12 or 15 hours to mow 500 meters squared, where this one might take 7 hours to mow 500 meters squared just because it can mow longer between charges. Those times I kind of just made up just for an example. Now moving on, here is the Luba Mini all-wheel drive. So you can see the two different models here. They have the low cut and the high. Now this one here obviously is regular price. This isn't the Prime Day price. So I will insert the Prime Day price now so you can see what it is for the Luba Mini 800 all-wheel drive. And then I will insert the Prime Day price for the Luba Mini all-wheel drive 1500 here. So these are the regular prices that I can see, but tomorrow morning, hopefully there will be a deal on them that you can see here on the screen. Now moving on to the larger YUKA. This is the YUKA 2000. This is the one I have, and I'm enjoying it. If you know how to work around its shortcomings, it is a great mower. And of course, I have the 2024 model. I don't have any experience with the new model. Maybe they've been worked out. $17.99 for the base YUKA 2000. And if you want the sweeper kit with that, it's going to be a bit more. Here is the Luba 2 3000X. This is the newest model, the 3000X. And you can see here it's Prime Day price is $25.99. I will throw in the current Prime Day deal right now if there is one. Now this next one was a bit of a shocker to me. This right here is the AirSeekers Tron. It was a Kickstarter, and I don't even think it's shipped to all the Kickstarter backers yet. But looky here on Amazon, here it is. So if you're a Kickstarter backer, I'm sorry you're not going to get your mower yet, but if you want to pay some money on Amazon, you can jump the line here. $18.89 and 10 cents is the current deal on this one. Again, if it's different, I will throw it up here. But yeah, I was completely shocked to see this. I originally backed this on Kickstarter, but then I got cold feet and chickened out at the last second and canceled my order. So this is an RTK mower with advanced AI 3D vision as well. It's supposed to be able to continue on mowing if it's a weak GPS signal. And it has a replaceable battery design. It does just have a one cutting plate design, but their design is supposed to have more suction on it. It still has the little razor blades and not real lawnmower blades, but it does have more suction on it. There's like a little fan thing at the top. It's a pretty interesting design, but it is still just one cutting plate, so it doesn't cut that wide. You can see it there. There it's talking about the suction thing they had. But anyway, there's the AirSeekers Tron. Yeah, I'm completely surprised to see it here on Amazon. Now, you can't find it by typing in AirSeekers or Tron. You have to just type in robot lawnmower. It's listed generically. It's not listed under the brand name. But there you have it, the AirSeekers Tron jumping the Kickstarter line here on Amazon. I don't know how I feel about that. I understand why they did it, but I still don't know how I feel about it. Now here is another vision only one, but this one is much smarter. This one has some real brains going on in its head. And it's not just a random navigation bump on things. It will self-map itself, and you can put in virtual barriers. So you don't have to put a magnetic strip in the ground or anything anymore. If it gets close to a barrier that you don't want it to cross, while you're mapping, you pause it, go to Edit Map, and put in a virtual boundary live right there while it's mapping, and then continue it, and it won't cross that line. So they have two models, the E15 and the E18. The E18 has a bit more sophisticated GPS system in it, I think. But I really think they're close to being identical. Some kind of upgraded internals that they're kind of very vague about. It may be a better GPS module. It may be better processing. Not sure what the upgraded internals are. But there you have it, $14.99 or $16.99, and I will list on here if the price changes tomorrow. Another one of my faves is the Sunseeker X7 model. Now you have to watch, they have several other models that are different. They have this little guy, the V3, that is just very cheap and basic. But this guy, the X7, is actually all-wheel drive. So it has these two front wheels, and its rear wheel is also powered. So it's technically all-wheel drive, even though it has three wheels. And it has a dual cutting plate, too. It's not a single, it's a dual. So this guy here is a pretty good robot lawnmower. This particular one is 0.75. But they have other models that go up to 3 acres. This is a pretty decent price for this one, but I'll post on here if it gets a little lower for tomorrow. Here's all their models. The X7's kind of like the flagship. The V3 is the bottom end one that's vision only. And the X3 is kind of like mid-tier. It's only two-wheel drive. It doesn't have that powered third wheel back there. This is my fave, the X7. But you get what you pay for. If you want a little bit cheaper one, you have to take some concessions here. Now, this one's been around a while, and it did the Kickstarter thing, and the company's trying. It does work. I've never personally used this one, but I've watched YouTube videos and watched it make straight lines and cut really good, so it appears it does work. Do your own research. Watch the YouTube videos yourself, because I don't have any personal experience with this one. I have asked the company to send me one, but they said they're really expensive and they probably weren't going to send me one. But how else am I going to show y'all the mower to see if y'all want it? Because I can't afford to go out and buy all these. I make like $200 a month on YouTube. So if I buy a $2,400 mower every month, I'm pretty upside down here. So but this one does appear to be coming with a $300 coupon, and they have different sizes here. They have one that goes up to 1.5 acres, and it has a $500 coupon. So Hookii, if you're watching this, send me one of these and we'll test it out and see what everybody thinks. I can't put the Crazypostman stamp of approval on it if I've never tried it out. I can vaguely tell you it's okay because I've seen people use it, but that's as good as I can do. I've never personally tried it out. Moving on to the big daddies. So now we're getting into the final ones. These are kind of just bonus ones. This one's always interested everybody because, I mean, it looks like a freaking tank, but you know, there's lots of problems with this one in my head. Obviously, it's a freaking tank is the first problem. If you have 5 acres for it to go mow on, it's probably okay. But if you have just a tiny city lot, putting this giant thing, I don't know how long it is from tip to tail, but putting this giant thing in a small front yard, I just don't see that working very well. And it weighs 200 plus pounds. So what are those tracks going to do to your yard when it's turning on the yard? The Luba one I had made donut holes all over the yard. So what's this guy going to do in your yard? You're going to have messed up grass everywhere. So I've never tried it. Maybe it doesn't mess up grass and I'm just completely wrong. I'm worried about it. And these antennas, here's another thing I'm worried about. Now, I've never had one of these, so this might not be a problem. These antennas are hard antennas, and that one's a floppy one. If you have something hanging off the top, you want it to be floppy so it can bend and not break off. You know, this thing is going to find a bench. It's going to find a shrub that's going to brush across the top of it, and it's going to break both of these antennas off. I don't see how the designers of this didn't see that coming. Having them stick off the top like that, I just think it's just waiting to get broke off. So currently this one is $42.99. Editor Crazypostman will throw in a price here if it's different tomorrow morning. Now there is one other option. You can get it with the base, the mower, and the leaf blower attachment for this price right over here. This is getting very long. I am not going to enjoy editing all this, and then I'm going to have to recheck it in the morning to update the prices with screenshots before I post it. Urgh! The things I do to make $20 on YouTube. Everybody, please use my links. Moving to this last one. Now, I don't expect anybody to buy this last one because I don't think it's real. But if it happens to be real, it's kind of neat. So this guy here, $649, it's solar powered. Or at least it gets some of its power from the solar panel. So it says it has a 20-watt solar panel on top of it, and it adds 30% extra runtime. It auto switches to solar charging in daylight. So that's cool. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, if you're that much of a nerd and you want a solar panel on your robot, I have no idea how this thing mows. I don't understand this mowing system here. It looks kind of scary. I don't know if it like goes back and forth and it chops it off that way, but why would there be spikes up here? I have no idea what's going on here. So all the pictures look very AI generated. Not sure if this is a real thing, but yeah. If you're this company and it's a real thing, send me one. We'll make a video about it. Now, if I left out your favorite robot lawnmower, I'm sorry. Those are just kind of my favorites that I listed there. There is another one from Limo that's going to be really popular. It's a small tank with real blades. So it's a small tracked mower, but it's not on Amazon yet. I'm not even sure the Kickstarter backers have really started to receive it yet. It's out there in a few influencer hands, but I don't think it's a wide release yet. Maybe August or September, I'm understanding. But it'll be a popular one when it comes out. If they get it into full production, you never know with these companies. They act like everything is going good, and then they just shut her up and you never see them again. That's happened so many times, and it's really unfortunate. But if the Limo happens, it will be a super cool lawnmower. We'll have to wait and see if it happens. So that's it. I will update all the prices as needed. So hopefully I can get them in the video. And if I can't watch the comments, I will update them in the comments. And if you are interested in one of these guys, again, please use my link. I get a small commission. I think it's 3 or 4% for one of these. So when you're buying something that's $2,000, that adds up. So that's an easy way for you to support me for free. I don't ask for Patreon or only, I don't even know if I can say that word. I don't have one of those. I don't ask for super chats. I have got them before and I super appreciate them, but you don't need to pay me. I'm here. This is basically just a hobby for me. And if I get a little extra side money from YouTube or Amazon, that just makes it even better. I did become a Walmart affiliate now. So if you want to buy one of these from Walmart, be sure to use my Walmart affiliate links. You can find that in my Linktree. So that's a new thing here on the Crazypostman channel. I just applied for that the other day and they approved me like that. So that was awesome. So now I'm an Amazon and a Walmart affiliate. I don't work for them, but if I send somebody their way, I do get a kickback. So this video's gotten crazy long. I hope y'all use the timestamps, and thanks for watching it. I will see y'all in the next one.